everybody. Welcome to another studio vlog. If you are new here, my name is Wendy and I am an artist, maybe slash illustrator with a graphic design background, just basically a creative person who likes to make things and is trying to improve her artwork, and I am logging that journey here on YouTube to share with everybody who is interested. And so this here is the beginning of my February vlog. It is now the 11th of February, and I didn't realize as much of the month had already gone by and that I hadn't picked up the camera to record it all. So here I am. The beginning of the month was a little bit slow. Troy, my partner, was home for a few days, and he's gone for a lot of time, like usually at least a month. And then he's only home for a few days. So when he is home, it is nice to spend more time on the couch with him, just chilling, watching TV. So I did do more of that than usual, but I also did get some video editing done. I had a new video that went up, a couple days ago. And other than that, I've just been trying to do sort of recording, like batch recording almost. I have a couple of series in mind for some videos, a series on art supply swatching, which I've already started, and a series on art analysis where I look back at all my old work. So I've also started recording that, though I haven't actually uploaded any. The first one is coming soon. Actually, by the time you see this vlog, that one will already be available. That's kind of mostly what I've been working on. I still haven't done any like actual art. But I have been getting better on scheduling social media posts. And so far this month, I have managed to do 3 Instagram posts per week on my the Bazooda Art Studio account. And they're a mix of reels, stories, and just posts. I'm not really good at social media. It seems like a lot of effort to put in for the return that I'm getting, which could just be because the content I'm putting out is either not consistent enough or not good enough. Both of those are possible. Both of those are likely. Anyways, I am very slow to do it, but trying to schedule and get at least a couple out every single week is a start, I think. So let's see how that one goes. This coming weekend, it's Friday right now. Today, I have to actually have a bunch of things I have to do today, and only one is sort of art related, and it's not really art. It's for my Etsy shop. I have to make some decals. One of my decals has gotten a little bit of interest, and I'm out of stock, so I have to make some more decals so that I can pack up an order and ship it with some other one. So I'm going to do that today, and then pack up my orders and take them out. And I also have to go pick up groceries. I do the grocery shopping online and then go pick it up so that my poor old anxiety-ridden dog doesn't have to be alone. And then this weekend I want to just do some more of my like batch videoing. I'm getting there. I'm getting pretty close to being done. I had done a whole chunk of my art analysis, and then like I don't know why, but like almost the entire video was out of focus. Anyways, long story short, I have to redo a chunk of it. So I will do that. I also am going to try to participate in the 100-day challenge this year, which if you don't know what that is, there's a website, the 100-day, I think it's the 100dayproject.org. And it's basically just a challenge where you dedicate yourself to doing something in your creative practice every day for 100 days. And I've tried this a couple of times before, but this year, to try to keep things a little bit less pressure on myself, instead of trying to make 100 whatevers in, a day, like over 100 days, I'm just going to spend 100 days doing practice with oil paintings, because it is a skill that I want to get better at and learn more about. So I'm going to try to get things set up for that. And I don't know if I'll post every day, because it is going to be practice. It's going to be very boring, I think, on a lot of days, swatching colors, grayscale charts, things like that. But I may just have like a weekly check-in type of thing on Instagram or something. Like this is what I've been doing in my practice so far. So anyways, that's what I'm up to. Yeah, I'll check back in about a week or so and let you know how things are going. Have a great day. Bye. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a little bit of behind the scenes here of me making some of my decals. I'm not going to do an in-depth tutorial on this. If it's something you'd be interested in, please let me know in the comments and I can do a more in-depth how I do the decals right from design into final product. But there are a lot of tutorials already online if you feel like looking those up. This is just a decal that I've done in the past, but it has recently become a little bit more popular, I think because of the recent political events going on right now in Canada, and that's like my favorite part. It's so satisfying. It's just look at it. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. So yeah, I had to do some restock because it's gained some popularity and I've run out of some of them. So here I am, I'm just making some more, cutting them out. This design that I'm doing requires 2 colors. You saw me putting on the white earlier and I'll be doing the red here in a little bit. I actually really do enjoy designing and making decals. They're a little bit relaxing for me. You'll see here in a bit when I start doing what's called the weeding process, where you take out all the extra vinyl that you don't want to keep for your decal. It's nice to just put on a podcast or something and just sit back, relax, and work away. I have a few more designs that I want to actually get up soon. I've been busy with other stuff. I wish that it was actually that fast in real life. Here you could see like some real-time speed of me carefully pulling it out. This is relatively simple, these little maple leaves. The text is a little bit more difficult. And again, this is the text and this is real time here, just pulling it out and getting all the little negative spaces out. So for my 2 color designs, this is why I made the extra red maple leaves here. I have to replace the white maple leaf with the red maple leaf because I have actually 4 color options, and one of them is all white and then one of them is the white and red. So this is how I go about replacing that, and I try really hard to get it lined up where the white one originally was. It can be tricky sometimes. Static cling is pulling it down. But not to worry about all the little white ones that I've removed. I do end up later I cut them out and I actually use them as little freebies in some of my orders. I'll send out little free maple leaf decals. And of course, the last part that you have to do when you're making decals is you have to put a transfer sheet on top of your design so that you or the end user can easily peel it off of the backing paper and apply it to whatever surface. So that is my next step. This step is a little bit more boring, but it's got to be done. And then I always try to trim up the edges nice and neat so that the final product is a little bit nicer coming to the customer. And yeah, it's just rinse and repeat. And that is how I put together my decals, or my decals. Some people say decal, some people say decal. Tomato, tomato. So we're about halfway through the month now, and I still haven't sat down to record anything, but I thought I'd do a little chatty update, and you can watch me taking my weird little dog for a walk to the beach along the lake. It's been sort of a strange month for me. There's been a lot of things going on, but this day was just too nice to not go outside. Coda doesn't really like being outdoors. So yeah, it's still winter here, but it is the end of the winter, so the snow is starting to disappear. You can still see it up on the mountains there in the distance. But as I was saying, it's been a very strange month for me. I've got a lot of family stuff going on at the moment that is very distracting. Also, my dog hasn't been feeling well. She's got something going on with her stomach, and she hasn't been sleeping, therefore I haven't been sleeping, and it's starting to catch up with me. Coda. So I just haven't been in the mood, I suppose, for getting on camera. Pretty sure that Coda thinks she's more of a person than a dog. Over the last week or so, because we haven't been sleeping very well, I haven't gotten too much done, but I have gotten quite a bit of housework done and some video recording and some video editing. No art as of yet. Well, I guess that's not entirely true. I did start my 100-day project, but it was just simple grayscale practice. And I painted a couple eggs. I think I'm going to move on to some black and white landscapes to practice seeing tonal values. So it's a couple days later now, and I'm actually in town because, as I mentioned, Coda hasn't been feeling well. So I called to try to get her into the vet, and they told me to go take her over to the hospital. So while she was in the hospital getting her tests done and stuff, they told me it'd take about an hour. I popped over to the art store because it is a happy place for me and a wonderful distraction. Waiting to find out what happens. Okay, so I thought I'd just give you a little quick peek at the stuff that I got at the art store. I didn't get a whole lot, just a couple of things. This is my local art store here in British Columbia. They have a few locations. I'm just going to pull this out because it's crinkly. Okay, so I just stopped and picked up a couple of things because I am really trying hard to practice my oil painting. So I picked up a couple of oil paints. I like Gamblin brand. I've had their artist quality stuff, but since it's just practice, I didn't want to pay like, you know, 40 bucks a tube. So I just picked up their, I guess it's like a student grade stuff. It's cheaper anyways, but it's still the Gamblin brand. And I just got a black because I was out of it because I'm doing, right now I'm just working on like black and white tonal practices. And then a transparent yellow oxide, which I believe is similar to yellow ochre, but transparent. And I like transparent. So I thought I'd give those a go. So I got those two. And also I got a couple of paint brushes because the paint brushes I had in this size, they were all like kind of destroyed and fuzzy and whatnot. And I just was struggling with them. So I thought I'd pick up a couple of new ones. And these are just their store brand, Legato they call them. Both size 2, and then I got a flat and a filbert. I really like working with the filbert brushes the best, but every now and then a fat one is needed, particularly when in the beginning stages when you're just laying down chunks of color. And then I also got some cheap canvas pad paper, and it is, where is my blade? Here it is. Not like stretched on a board or anything. It's just like primed canvas paper. And I'm just noticing like this one's already looks like it's been crunched, but the package itself looks fine. So it's like this piece of paper got crunched in the factory before packaging, and they're just like, wrap it up, no one will know. Oh, the second one too. Anyways, doesn't matter, they're for practice. It says it's triple primed, suitable for oil and acrylic, so I shouldn't have to gesso it. It doesn't really feel triple primed, but I suppose for practice it'll be just fine. And I figure it's a good size for practice, and they're pretty cheap. It works out to like $1 a page. And then I also saw this and thought that this might be fun. It's the same sort of thing. It doesn't say, it just says pre-toned artist canvas. It doesn't say that it's cotton. It just says it's archival. And it basically is the same thing, but it's already been, there's different colors of it. Some peach ones and some sage green and some blues. So I just thought for the sake of having fun and practicing, having some toned canvas might be fun to play with. I know it's super easy to tone your own canvas, but it was there, so I grabbed it. And these are not oil related, but if you had seen any of my swatching videos that I've been doing, I've been swatching like all my colors in different, you know, all my art supplies in different color families. And one of the things that I have been swatching is some watercolor pencils that I have by the brand Derwent. And I don't really like, they seem pretty cheap quality, like the pigmentation's not very strong. And my local art store has started to carry Caran d'Ache open stock supplies. And I know I like the Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils. So I thought I would pick up a couple of these just to try, and I just got a chromium oxide green and Payne's gray, because of course you have to have Payne's gray in like everything. Yeah, so those will be fun to try. Those, I'm not going to swatch them right now. They'll be making an appearance in a future video. But yeah, that's just a quick little look at the stuff that I grabbed at the art store while I was waiting for the results on my dog. Hello, VoiceOver Wendy here again. I guess this is the month of voiceover videos. I just haven't really been feeling like, excuse me, sitting in front of a camera this month much, I guess. But I have been dilly-dallying around with things. So a little update on my puppy. She is doing better now. As it turned out, she has been diagnosed with renal failure. So I guess that means basically her kidneys are shutting down. It's still very early stages, so it's not too bad, but it's something we have to keep an eye on. The renal failure is still a thing that will be for the rest of her life. But the things that were bothering her tummy, they don't think it was related to the renal failure, but they've given me some medication and she's sleeping better again. Sleeping better for my dog is not awesome. she she doesn't really sleep through the night. It hasn't in a long time. I don't know if it's an old dog thing, but she usually gets me up somewhere around midnight and again somewhere around 4:30 or 5 a.m. To go to the bathroom. So I can't honestly remember the last time that I just slept all the way through the night. But anyways, yeah, she's doing better, and so that is good news. I thought I would just show you here a little bit of my process of my oil painting practice that I'm doing right now. I'm still working in grayscale because I'm still trying to get my tones down. I struggled a lot when I was working on my portrait with getting not only the colors but also the tones correct. And so I thought I would eliminate color and just start with tones. And then once I get sort of better at that and seeing tones in everything, then I'll start to introduce my color again. So I'm like really going back to basics here, but sometimes that's necessary. Other than my oil painting practice and, dealing with family and my dog and all this other stuff, I really haven't had a whole lot of time to devote to making some new designs. I have a lot of ideas. I've been jotting things. What is going on with my camera? I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it's flickering in and out like the exposure. Sorry. It's annoying as editing voice over me. I'm sure it's annoying for you to watch. Sorry. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I've been getting ideas of things that I want to do and I've been jotting things down. I just haven't, I've just been too tired and stressed and full of anxiety really to actually get down into all that stuff. But this painting is starting to get that creative juice flowing again, I guess you could call it. And I also did, after doing a few of these black and white, kind of crave some colors. So I got out some old markers and colored pencils and just did some sort of quick, sketchy designs in my sketchbook. Not super awesome. I did it super quick, maybe 15 minutes each, just throwing down marker color in the shape, going back in and scribbling in colored pencils to add some, shading and tonal differences and stuff like that. It's kind of a style that I've wanted to experiment with, this loose, free, and happy sort of expression sort of style. And so I finally thought I'd give it a try, and I was very happy with it. I actually very much like the orange, but I'm also going to try to do more experimenting with my oil painting techniques as well. As you can notice with these, I'm trying to keep them pretty loose and choppy because I don't want to get hung up on the details. At least not yet. I'm kind of hoping that I can leave the obsessive detailing of my artwork behind a little bit and get more expressive and emotive with my work. Okay, let's wrap up this vlog with my stats. I started keeping track of certain stats at the end of every month, just so that at the end of the year I can take a look back at my progress on certain things like YouTube, Instagram, Etsy shop, and whatnot. At the end of my January vlog, I had made note of my numbers, and so here we are, end of February. So the end of January for YouTube, I had 22 subscribers. I am now up to 30. Whoop whoop. I know it's pretty small, but it's great for me. I've had 100 views on my channel, so that's pretty awesome for me too. Last month I uploaded one video. This month there's 3 videos. Of course, one of those videos was January's vlog, but it was right at the end of the month, so I don't have the stats. Didn't have the stats of that one until now. The same as I'm not going to have the stats on this video until the end of March. But it's growth. Not a whole heck of a lot has happened on my Instagram accounts. I got 1 extra follower on my Bazooda Art Studio. I did 11 posts as a mixture of stories, reels, and just regular posts. And then my @Bazooda Art Instagram account, I haven't gained any followers, and I had put 17 posts in a variety stories and whatnot. I think I did actually on one of these, I got a couple followers, but I lost a couple followers, so it doesn't look like I have any followers, any more followers. Anyways, moving on to Etsy. I had this goal this year for trying to get 10 sales a month in my shop. And exciting news, this month I got 9 sales. But even more amazing than that, I got my first 100 sales in my shop, which is super cool. And I know that there's probably a lot of people that have had thousands of sales in their shop, but it's exciting for me to get to that 100. And it's thanks to a friend of mine who, when I had posted that I was at 99 sales, she went on and made an order. So thank you, Jude. I don't know if you know her, but she has a channel here on YouTube as well, and I will leave a link to that in my description. Go check her out. She also does art-related videos. Redbubble, I made 2 sales in Redbubble with a revenue of $3.99. I really hope this picks back up again. Like last month it was 0, so I guess that's picking it up. When I first opened my Redbubble store, it was doing quite well and getting pretty regular sales, and then I stopped posting new designs just due to life, and everything just crashed. Like I got no sales for months and months, and I think it's slowly going to start to pick up again. I really hope it does. And then Society 6, I got nothing this month, but I didn't really post anything new since I did those eggs last month. Oh, I forgot the Etsy. I got the 9 sales for revenue of $79.05. That wraps up all my February stuffs. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I'm sorry there wasn't a whole lot of my face, but depending on who you are, that might not have been a bad thing anyways. Please, if you made it this far, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoyed it, and please consider subscribing if you are so inclined. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, have a great day. Bye bye.